And welcome back, students. Today we're going to continue talking about data structures. We're really going to kind of expand on them as we talk about kilo, mega, giga, tera, peta, and more. All right, we're going to, in this lesson, kind of deal with the many. All right, for example, here are two terms that you might be familiar with, megabyte and gigabyte. Some of you might know what megabyte mean, what does gigabyte mean. If you're familiar with the Greek prefixes of mega and giga, you probably already know. So let's take a look at those. Here I have, for example, kilo. All right, kilo means 1,000. We represent that with the number 1,000. That's the same thing as like if you saw like kilogram or kilometer, they would be represented with that prefix. You have the prefix mega, which is for million. All right, we represent that with 1,000,000. All right, now these are the prefix tables of what these mean. However, the thing you have to remember when we're dealing with bits and bytes here, these are not exact number representations. That would actually be more accurate with this second table that I have here, which is the data prefix table. So when I talk about a kilobyte, I'm actually talking about 1,024 bytes. Remember, everything's kind of based off of that power of 2, and here it's 2 to the power of 10. So when I have 2 to the power of 10 bytes, I'm not talking 1,000 bytes, I'm actually talking 1,024 bytes. So when you look at a computer and it has 1,024 bytes, that's actually what they're talking about. Similarly, when we have mega, we have 1,024 kilobytes, all right, or 1,024 and 1,024. So you can see this is going to be a lot more than exactly, like 1,000 or 1,000,000, anything like that. Now, you might wonder, well, why is it then when I look at, for example, a hard drive, it will say on it 2,000 gigabytes, right? Which is the same thing as like, because it'll be advertised as 2,000 gigabytes is advertised as, well, 2 terabytes. However, 2 terabytes, if you look at it, is nowhere near 1,024 gigabytes. 2 terabytes is not the same thing as 2 gigs. The reason why a hard drive will say like 2,000 gigs on it, even though it's advertised as 2 terabytes, is because of marketing. All right, and we'll actually expand on that a little bit in some of the other lessons when we look at stuff. But when you go to purchase something that says like 500 gigs on it, yeah, it might be 500 gigs, but if you get something that's in a solid number, like let's say a terabyte, those numbers are not actually that. And if you ever actually format your disk, there's some that's taken away for the OS and some of that in file formatting. But if you look at the raw data size of that disk, some of that doesn't exist simply because of these differences here between what we use in the decimal system and then what's getting used over here with the kind of more binary approach that we are seeing with 2 to the power of 10. So these are very different representations of similar terms here. And you can see that pretty much the only thing that changes is how we represent that data. And this is going to be very important to kind of keep in the back of your mind going into the next sort of lesson and the following lesson after that, as we start talking about how these terms, how they kind of get mingled in with things like file size or internet speeds, all these different things that you hear. And one thing to kind of keep in mind as we close this up here is that these terms are very important to remember in the order that they appear. So like giga will always be after mega, mega will always be after kilo, and so the larger those terms, the larger the numbers. All right, folks, I'm going to close out this lesson. There is a quick kind of matching exercise for you to do with the prefixes, and then we will see you next time.